On this Lifeflight, a mother's heartache.
Just slide.
And I said, the light's gone, Michael.
The search for a teenage girl is under threat.
We may just have to leave you. Can't guarantee we'll get back to you, that's all.
And a vicious bull attack.
The bull would just flipped him up in the air and basically thrown him around like a rag doll.
When emergencies strike, time, distance, and the men and women of Lifeflight can be the difference between life and death. This is Lifeflight.
Altimeter 1024 set.
Key surgical teams are based at Wellington Hospital, and it is the responsibility of Lifeflight to get critically ill patients from all around New Zealand to the care they need. Today, a man has severe pressures growing in his brain because an artificial valve has stopped working. In charge of his care will be flight nurse Karen Hathaway.
It is important that we get him here quickly. The shunt itself is managing the pressure inside his brain, and while that's blocked, it's not being effective, and so there's definitely a risk that that will increase and compromise him further.
Also flying to the man's aid are Captain Ian Puri, First Officer Dave Smiley, and crewman Ryan Hassan.
Last night he was a lot more unstable, but it sounds like they've extubated him in the meantime, and hopefully when we assess him, once we're there, we'll still be able to move him.
Yesterday, the patient collapsed and was found unconscious. Taranaki doctors believe fluid buildup is affecting his brain function.
At the moment we're seeing that is causing more seizures, but the risk is that it will also affect the pressure in his head, the blood flow to his brain, and as the pressure in his head changes, and the risk is that that will increase, he will become more unstable.
Hi, good, how are you? Are we just carrying the slick on?
Yeah.
Okay, go Rye, go. Hi, it's Karen here from the Wellington flight team. We're just on our way in from Taranaki Airport now. How's Michael doing at the moment? Okay, we will see you very soon.
Mother's name is Lynette.
Since the original shunt was inserted 10 years ago, Michael has been completely reliant on mum, Lynette.
First thing I do every morning, and have done all his life, is check to see if he's still alive. That's stress you live with all the time.
That's all right, that's just pillow, yeah.
The last time this happened, the pressure got so high, his optical nerve was crushed, leaving Michael permanently blind, and Lynette fearing for her son's life.
Now with the plane coming up, we can get in front of the right people and see what's going on as quickly as possible.
G'day, shall we start for a priority lift, please, round to Treacherous and onwards to the Wairarapa. We've got 4 on board.
In cases of severe trauma, every moment counts, and it's vital that the patient is brought to specialist care without delay.
Tier 1 Wellington.
Tier 1 Wellington, go ahead.
Confirming you are required, and we're sending fire for a landing site.
Copy, cleared lift, 1,500 feet below Treacherous. Cable 0.
Pilot Dean Herrick, intensive care paramedic Aaron Hartle and crewman Dave Greenberg are responding to a critically injured man as quickly as possible.
Paramedic listening in, do you have any patient information for us?
We've got a male patient that's been crushed by a bull with real injuries, hypotensive.
We're going to north of Masterton, a few k's north of Masterton, for a male who's been mauled by a bull. He is reported to be in a serious condition at this stage. He's got some breathing problems and some rib injuries. It sounds like it's a time-critical job. And since he's been mauled by the bull, we've got to make sure that he doesn't have spinal injuries or any other life-threatening injuries. He could have a pneumothorax or a burst lung. He could have blood in his chest cavity. He could be bleeding out internally. So some quite serious injuries that we need to get him back to hospital.
One landing site for helicopter on the north side of the fire truck in the middle of the paddock. Wires out to the east of the landing site, over.
Shuffle over here a bit, get a bit closer.
Hey guys, just be aware, the bull is still running around and there is a police officer that's got a firearm as well. I haven't heard any more information, but...
Farmer John just got out of hospital after life-saving heart surgery, and his decision to go back to work on the farm may cost him his life.
Ear injury on all sides, but it sounds quite further. I think he's got some quite significant pulmonary contusions. He's had a total...
Neighbour Simon was helping load the herd when he saw the beast turn on John.
So I was around the back, like on the walkway there, trying to get him in, and the bull just got him off his feet and hammered him into there and just kept going. Well, John's head was getting smashed against the wall there.
Yeah, GCS 14, complaint of chest pain, respiratory rate of 40. Now, we're having trouble keeping the sats up is what it sort of comes down to. I wonder how much air he is actually moving.
The bull was being sent to the works because of its violent nature. Stock truck driver Marcus reacted quickly when it attacked John from behind.
I turned around and the bull would just flipped him up in the air, basically throwing him around like a rag doll.
No, it's not easy, buddy. Just relax.
Do you reckon this is the pain or sort of a cerebral agitation? Yeah, has he actually said anything to you that's pertinent? I wonder if there's something cerebral here. He's just sort of that googly... Who's the witness? Who's the witness?
Aaron is hoping witnesses can shed more light on injuries caused as events unfolded.
When John was getting attacked by the bull, his head was getting hit against a wall, concrete wall? How many times do you think?
30. 20, 30. Yeah. Like a whole lot of blood. First thing I saw was blood coming out of his ear. Out
of his ear?
Trying to get it off, but...
Okay.
Well, he sort of had him in his guts, but his head was bouncing onto him.
Yeah, okay. All right.
When a bull ran amok and started mauling Farmer John, Simon and Marcus ran into the yard, risking their own lives. And there was only one thought on Marcus's mind.
If we don't get it off, you're going to die. Simple as that.
It just wouldn't come off him at all. We just couldn't get him off. So.
Yeah, hell of a thing.
The bull mauled John, took on his car and then a police car. Police are now preparing to dispose of the beast, but John is seriously injured and could stop breathing mid-flight.
I think he's got a head injury, which I don't think I'm going to be managing him like this.
Right.
Half an hour at the hospital, so let's RSI him.
Okay.
Rapid sequence induction is a high-stakes procedure that uses a combination of 5 drugs to sedate the patient so an airway can be inserted into their lungs.
Still breathing. Chris, have you just come around and grab his larynx there and give some quiet pressure?
The drugs take effect and John stops breathing. Aaron has 2 minutes to insert an artificial airway.
Good vocal grade 1 view. It's just passed.
John's airways are secure and he's receiving oxygen, but the Lifeflight team need to get airborne.
Bit of a lift behind your head as you go in, Ross.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, mate. So just remember, we've got those wires to the left as we're lifting. Do you see a dead bullet?
Certainly do. Won't do that again.
Cas 1, this is Air 1 Wellington coming to you from north of Masterton. Do you copy clearly?
Open clear.
Bringing to you an approximately 70-year-old male who has been severely mauled by a bull. He's got no obvious chest injuries, but we do believe he does have a chest injury, and he's got external head injuries.
Aaron, we're down to 6439. That going to be bleeding?
John's blood pressure is now dangerously low.
If he's bleeding internally, we can't do anything about that, so it's going to be our speed that's going to get him back to hospital and save his life.
Do you want to jump up? Do you want to jump up behind
That's good. That's good. That's a great idea.
In New Plymouth, the Lifeflight team are transporting Michael to the airport after pressure building in his head has dramatically altered his personality.
When he's well at home, how mobile is he?
Well, he has to walk with assistance because of being blind, and he doesn't like to touch anything, so we can't use aids of any sort, but he'll respond to hanging on to somebody. So, but he's fully mobile, totally mobile, prior to losing his eyesight at age 20. And it wasn't until one morning I went in to him and realised he couldn't see me anymore because he was reaching out trying to find where I was. And contacted the hospital, and we were immediately then flown by air ambulance up to Auckland and had the shunt put in.
Doctors inserted a shunt to drain spinal fluid away from the brain, but the damage had been done. Michael was left permanently blind.
Yeah, I crashed after that. For 6 months I couldn't stop crying. And I had him, he always, whenever he wanted a light on, I'd get him to switch the light on, and he'd say, I'd get him to say on, because he's monosyllabic. There's nothing more heartbreaking for me than to have him sobbing his heart out, saying on, wanting the light on. And I couldn't put the light on. And the only thing I could do was put his hands on my face. Just know I was crying, and I said, the light's gone, Michael.
Michael is also autistic, which makes new experiences like flying unpredictable and worrying.
So, and he won't tolerate having earmuffs on. That is a challenge. So really we've just now got to see how he copes with the noise of the flight.
Dean, I mean, if you could find a place to sneak across, that would be great.
We'll have a look up here shortly, and it's just a bit of a rain shower coming right there now.
Meanwhile, low cloud cover is blocking the quickest route over the hills, but taking the long way around could be the difference between life and death for Farmer John.
Let's have a look over. It's going to be a bit bumpy through here, guys.
Right.
It's going to be right on the limit there.
Aaron is forcing more fluids into John's veins to keep his blood pressure up and prevent organ failure.
Still got a really strong carotid, you know?
I think he's taking a bit of a turn, actually.
Yep, okay.
Further update on patient condition. Still maintaining paralysis. Blood pressure now dropped to 69 over 45. We're onto our third litre of saline.
Okay, thank you.
Query bleeding out somewhere. I believe he's bleeding internally somewhere, and I'm madly trying to get some fluid into him to maintain his blood pressure at a suitable level. But he's already onto his third litre of saline, so I'm not sure we're going to get it up to 120 at this stage.
And Dean's done an amazing job. We've made it through the hills, so we're now over Upper Hutt. So that will cut a good 5 or 6 minutes off our flight time. And a job like this, every minute really does count. Comms, Air 1 Wellington, landing Wellington Hospital.
Copy.
The quick thinking and heroic actions of locals, emergency services and the Lifeflight team have all helped to get John this far, but the next few hours will be crucial if he is to survive.
Heavy, so we'll go 1, 3, 1, 2, 3.
In the emergency room, doctors focus on stabilising John's highest risk injuries. But there's no time to rest. The Lifeflight team are needed for another urgent rescue mission. A teenage girl is in immense pain and stranded in a mountain range. Deep within the Rimataka Ranges, a 17-year-old tramper is injured and unable to move.
Got the Macaro track and the Clay Ridge track.
Yeah, and there's a big tarpaulin about 100 metres from the location.
Okay.
Crewman Logan Taylor, pilot Mike Hall and intensive care paramedic Aaron Hartle are in a race against time to locate and rescue the female student.
The most severe case for this young lady is going to be a spinal injury, so yeah, we do need to get there quickly.
The conditions aren't very good up here today, so we've just got to try and find them first. We've got a rough geographical description, so initially it'll just be a bit of a search to locate them.
Thick cloud is closing in and Mike must keep visual contact with the ground.
Got a good viz down to your left by the looks of it. So that's our escape place if we have to go anywhere.
Roger that.
Yep, phone call is good.
A teacher has moved to higher ground and Logan manages to make satellite phone contact.
Yeah, and I can hear the helicopter, but I can't obviously see you.
Are you in the cloud?
Yeah, it is quite claggy.
We've come to a stop at the moment. I don't know how much further we're going to get to come.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. We're just going for a ride in the plane. Yes, we are. It's okay.
At New Plymouth Airport, takeoff has been halted after seizure sufferer Michael started screaming in distress. Mum Lynette is the only one who can calm her troubled son.
He's a good man. Mum is here, yes.
Michael is suffering from extreme pressure in his brain. As the plane climbs to a higher altitude, the pressure in the cabin decreases, making the liquid in his head expand further.
We don't want the stimulation of the movement or the pressure inside the aircraft cabin to trigger any further seizures. So we're watching pretty carefully. We're keeping the pressure inside the aircraft cabin to normal so that we don't trigger any further deterioration.
Fortunately, the pressure in the Lifeflight plane's cabin can be kept at sea level to help with cases just like this.
All right, Michael?
It's going to get a bit bumpy.
Hey, it's all right, it's okay. All right.
Just about there, Michael. Just parking at the hospital.
The first step in helping Michael is a series of x-rays, but keeping him still long enough is a challenge.
She's in a really bad state, so she's really slow. So I think to even get her down to this point here is going to be a bit of a push.
And the ranger's heavy cloud is preventing the team getting to tramper Jamie.
Aaron, are you happy to go down and we may just have to leave you for a while?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't guarantee we'll get back to you, that's all.
Aaron goes deer stalking in the area and knows what he's up against.
Well, no, it's very steep and very thick, so we might have a little bit of a job to find exactly where they are.
Clear skids.
It's good.
And moving out.
Roger.
Yeah, that tree's going to be about 5 feet under the nose.
I have a tree on my right.
Yep. And approaching the ground. He's on the ground.
Back in Wellington Hospital, doctors are preparing to drain the blood from bull attack victim John's lungs. His wife of 50 years, Wendy, and daughter Suzette wait anxiously.
Shaky. It probably will be even more shaky when I see him. Let's hope he gets through it.
The couple have proudly farmed bulls for 35 years, and the attack has left Wendy emotional.
Well, I'm glad he's on the way to the work so they can make hamburgers out of him or whatever they're going to make. Some good steaks.
Hi there, I'm Sarah. Hi.
After surgery, John is still in a critical condition, and it's hard for his daughter Suzette and granddaughter Shazia to see him fighting for his life.
I'm not ready for you to go. Don't you dare do this. I love you so much.
Yeah, got movement down here, Mike.
Very good, very good.
It's one of the party. Yep, she's saying they're coming down now.
Out in the bush, Aaron has carried injured tramper Jamie down a slippery, steep track back to the winch site.
He's just going to put on the nappy now. For about 30 seconds. Okay. Once again, this will be a double winch of a nappy. Coming on, you have the weight.
Good.
Ready, winching it. Now we're fighting by the skid. Pulls out the skid now. Okay. Continue winching. Okay. Just going to stow the hook.
Both Jamie and Aaron are exhausted from their ordeal, but the mission has been a success.
Lucky she's not too heavy, and it was downhill. Yeah, it was pretty obvious we couldn't leave her there overnight, so we had to get out of there pretty quickly.
Good work, Mike. Good work, Aaron.
Thanks to the combined efforts of her teachers and the Lifeflight crew, Jamie suffered no permanent damage and was back home warming herself up later that night. In the recovery ward, seizure sufferer Michael is doing well after surgeons replaced a blocked shunt that was causing pressure to build in his head.
It's a huge release and a relief.
The new shunt is programmable and doctors will be able to alter the pressure in Michael's brain, a change that will improve both his and Mum Lynette's quality of life.
Now I can just sit back and allow myself to feel, you know, some of what I've been going through.
Happy birthday to you.
John survived the bull attack and celebrated his 80th birthday in hospital. 6 weeks later, he is back home with his family.
Fortunately for me, I missed the big post. I was to the right of the post, otherwise maybe I wouldn't be here at all. It was touch and go, you know, and lucky to be alive.
John and Wendy have donated to Lifeflight ever since immigrating to New Zealand, not knowing that one day they themselves would need help from the Lifeflight crew.
And I used to say to myself, maybe one day you need it as well, you know. And sure enough, it did, you know, and I have to say thank you very much to them for rescuing me.